some weird installation. And then he said, well, what do you mean weird? He said, well, it's underground. And the co-pilot, he said, look, this is some generating facility or something. It's underground. And he said, well, what's it, just a nuclear power plant? And he said, no, it's not nuclear. It's nothing we built. It's thousands of years old. It's cut stone like a pyramid. It's 150 feet below ground, and they can't figure out what the hell it is. So he said, look, this is all off the record. I'm not even supposed to know this, but this is what I was told, that this thing will put out enough power to power the whole North Slope, the whole state of Alaska, and he said, this thing could power the entire country of Canada. That's how much juice it puts out. And they don't have a clue where it came from, and it's underground. So they got three aluminum looking cases. They flew out in a helicopter, and I believe it was a Huey.
How much energy does Canada consume?
Aircraft that never landed in
the year of 2020. Okay. Canada energy. Watch this be fucking forbidden too. Consumption 2020. You sent me basalt prices. Oh, thank fucking God. No, this is basalt fiber. Oh, 120 per ton. Okay. 15 to 20. Okay. Alright, so. $120 per ton. Now, here's the thing. Wait. Here's the thing. How much does the pyramid weigh? Okay, so. We need to do math here. Limestone. So, this is heavier per cubic meter, meaning that 1 ton of basalt is a little bit smaller than 1 ton of... Okay. So, the pyramid... So, the pyramids were 481 feet. This is 150 feet higher than that. So this is 630 feet tall. Pyramid volume. The area times the height. What the fuck is the area of the pyramid? Oh no. Wait, no, because we only have the height. Oh fuck, we need to know how far from one side to the other. Okay, wait. Okay. We go back to the pyramid. Okay, we go... Oh, no. Oh, God, what have I done? Geohack? 50 kilometers wide? No, you'd be able to see that shit from space. Wait, okay, did they say how wide it was?
Just making S-curves, so they wouldn't run away from the chopper. He said, and I really don't have any idea why that fixed-wing aircraft is following us all the way out there. I guess in case we
know
crash, don't know where to send people to pick up.
We know it's 630 feet tall.
Did your father ever detail exactly where he thought this place was?
He said it was in the middle of nowhere, but he said they didn't change course throughout the whole flight.
From 150 from 700, that would mean the Dark Pyramid is 550 feet high.
Okay, it's
now,
550
let's compare that to the Great Giza Pyramid in Cairo, Egypt. This stands 455 feet high. So if the measurements given by alleged eyewitnesses are correct, the Dark Pyramid in Alaska is...
Here's a way to do this. Okay. So we just need to guesstimate. We don't need to guesstimate. We can estimate. So we have 550. We divide that by 445. So the pyramid here is 1.235 times the size. So now we take the size 230 meters, right? 1.235 times 230 meters. That gives us 284 meters wide, right? So now we go back, we find the pyramid volume calculator again. Right? Okay. So we have volume equals area times height. Area is this. Area of square base times height. So the area of the square base is 284 times 284. Okay, right? So we got that. This is the area of the square base. Now we take 1/3. Now we multiply that by the height. The height was 550. Now we divide that by 3. This is the volume in meters. Now, 14 million. Okay, so let's round that to 14,800,000. Because, I mean, honestly, you gotta allow to make mistakes. So now we have the... How the fuck were you able to find the fucking cost of basalt when I could not? That's my question. Now we multiply that by $120. And it would cost us $1.7 billion to produce this pyramid. But after we do, we get free energy. Ah, he's in on the scam. That's how. Okay. We figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. We've solved the mystery of the Black Pyramid. $1.8 billion is what we need to spend to... Actually, you know, we could probably get it a little cheaper, but, you know, $1.8 billion to get 1.8 fucking... to get all these billions of tons. Jeff Bezos could, and he could produce free energy for everyone, but he's also the richest person alive, so he profits off of us not having unlimited free energy. I really need to pee. Let's go back to where we were. I think we were like here.
Somehow enhancing the energy.
Ah, this is
What
exactly
would
where
have
we
been
were.
your
God, I'm
father's
good at
bottom
this.
line about his knowing
I
that he
can't
had worked
believe
on an
we
underground
figured-
pyramid
we
that
did
was
it,
large
Reddit.
and could generate so much energy that the world wouldn't have to be
Right.
paying much for power?
Oh,
To
damn,
what
we got
might
another
have
guy.
been the actual side of the underground dark pyramid.
My father
Oh.
related to me.
We've
where
got
he
the
had
real
been talking to these
size.
guys
We can make our price measurements that much more accurate.
that came in to fuel up on their way out of Uniloclean on
And then
some
we can
parts
start
delivery mission.
crowdfunding it on
I guess they hit it off
Kickstarter.
and said, look, you're not scheduled, but I got a slot if you want to take a ride out with us and come on back. He assumed when he told my mom
What if we
he was
make
gonna
a
go on this flight
Kickstarter
with
for
him,
like
that
the
would do mine into it.
$2 billion that it would cost us to fucking build this fucking pyramid?
But when he got in the chopper, the guy said, no, this isn't Dew Line. He
Do
said,
you
"This is
think-
some weird installation?
Do you think that the hippies that believe in pyramid crystal energy, like between all of them, do you think that they have enough money to kickstart a $2 billion you know, fucking how many people would we need? 2 billion. Let's say we can get like 20,000 backers, right? Oh god, that's an unreasonable amount of money. Early access enabled, going closed beta September 20th. Buddy, I don't think I could get like half. I don't think I could get 1 ton of basalt ready by fucking September 20th. Actually, that's not true, because 1 ton of basalt only costs like $120. I definitely have disposable income enough to get that much basalt, but I need to buy 12 at a time, so I'd be spending like $1,400. Am I willing to spend $1,400 on a meme? If I build a little pyramid, what if I just build like a little basalt pyramid, like just a small one?
And then he said,
Ah,
well,
just
what do you
give
mean
them the
weird?
product.
Well,
It's all
underground.
broken.
The
Just give them the
co-pilot said, look,
product.
this is some generating facility or something. It's underground. And he said, well, what's it, just a nuclear power plant? And he said, no, it's not nuclear. It's nothing
much
we
does it
built.
cost to make
It's
a
thousands
nuclear
of
power
years old.
plant?
It's cut stone like a
Gets fuel from
Maybe
the
it's
back and
because
puts
they
it
spelled
into the helicopter
nuclear
while
like
it's still
a
running.
fucking
trailer
moron.
behind a Jeep, which had a pump on it. And while the thing was running, they pumped
2
it into
billion
the
and
fuel
4
tank.
billion.
That's not
So
safe to see, I
if
can tell
we
you that.
build,
And on the ground, they had military
so if we
guns.
build
Oh, they all had guns. They were
one
armed to the teeth.
They were in
Black
front of people who
Pyramid
had armaments
turbo
aimed at them the whole
structure,
time.
we can power all of Alaska, and I'm not even in Alaska, as long as we have the power grid for it. Oh, that's why they had the electrician. They said that. Linda's right again. I can't stop her. She's
No
unstoppable.
refueling was going on.
She's
correct?
always
Yeah,
right.
he said, "Here's a guy standing in the back."
It was rotating above.
I
That is
can't.
correct.
She's
The whole
always
time.
right.
I
She's
said to my
beating me
dad,
to the
"They're
punch yet
standing there
again.
with a 50 cal pointing at you."
Oh,
He said, yeah.
Linda.
I even said to the major, "Whose side are we on here? Who the hell are these guys?" He didn't say a word.
The mine shaft elevators at this remote place had razor wire around them in addition to all the people with guns.
Yeah, electrified razor wire. He says, "Well, I don't think it was to keep polar bears from falling down the hole. I can tell you that. Electrified fence. Do not approach."
Did your father ever give you any more details about where he thought this location was?
He did say, "We went for a long ways." He said, "We couldn't have been that far away from McKinley."
Could you repeat what the pilot of that helicopter said to your father about what he and his co-pilot knew underneath that ground?
He told my dad, quote, "This is as super secret a situation as the Manhattan Project was." He said, "Nobody is supposed to know this place even exists." And, quote, "This thing is some kind of power generator, and it's thousands of years old. It's made out of stone like a pyramid. They don't know where it came from, who made it, or how it works. But it could generate enough power to power the whole North Slope, all of Alaska, and probably the whole country of Canada." And he said, "We're not even supposed to know what we're delivering." And here's
What is
part
the
two of
North
it, and as I
Slope?
related in the email. 6 years later, over lunch with the chief engineer of the television studio at Bell Labs in Murray Hill, talking about vacation, and the guy says, "Oh yeah, a bunch of guys from the labs in Western got recruited by somebody in the government to go up to the North Slope to look at some power generating station they couldn't figure
Okay,
out."
so that's
And
just
if
what
there
that
is a
area
stone
is
pyramid
called.
that is
So
maybe
it's all
twice
of
the size of
Canada
Cheops,
and
underground
fucking
in Alaska,
Alaska
at least
that they
150
power.
feet down to the vertex and down to 700 feet to the base, and that it has been built thousands of years ago, according to what the pilots had heard, and that it can generate enough energy to power the nation of Canada. What is the relationship between that stone pyramid underground in Alaska and Cheops and all of the pyramids that have been built around this planet, many of which are
What if
allegedly
it
underground for reasons
only-
unknown, or at least under dirt for reasons unknown? Who built all of these pyramids? And if they were machines for energy, why is it that our government wouldn't allow all of this pyramid energy to be used on this planet?
I think that's the $64,000.
Of course the fucking government wouldn't let you use unlimited free pyramid energy, Linda.
Question. It's a little hard to believe we have these blips in the development of knowledge of mankind. You go from the Israelites wandering around in the desert and subsistence living to society that can build structures that we can't even emulate today with all our technology, and then we drop back into the dark ages. I don't think that society is nonlinear like that. To me, that on its surface says there's something not right. How can you have the mass structures in the Yucatan and the Mayans, the Aztecs, and then it goes back to barely scratching out a living and having not enough knowledge to feed yourself? That doesn't make sense.
And what you mean is that
It's all about
the
how
very
much
nature
free
of
time you
high
give your
intelligence and
populace.
high technology, as it is even seen in Göbekli Tepe in
Yep.
Turkey 12,000 years ago, and the pyramids and the stone circles around the planet imply that some other intelligence that is not Homo sapien has been working on this planet, terraforming and building these structures for.
No, it's just that people back then didn't have any freedom. They had free time, but they did not have freedom. The amount of time it took you to work to secure your living was so much lower back then because we didn't have all these costs of living because you lived in a fucking hut made out of dirt. So the ruler of your area would be like, well, I'm not going to live in a hut made out of dirt. You're going to build me the most magnificent super temple anyone's ever seen, and it's going to take you 20 years. But I don't give a shit because I am a fascist turbo dictator tyrant. And that's just how societies were run in those days. Oh gee, I sure am glad we don't live in one of those anymore. It's just like that's exactly what it was. It was just like everyone was beholden to the whims of a single person. So if one person fucking decided that you were gonna build a megastructure, you're gonna build the goddamn megastructure. You don't have a choice. You have to work like 3 hours a day to fucking secure the amount of food you need to eat. So it's pretty easy to just have one person work, 9 hours a week or whatever to secure enough food for 3 people, and you just throw bodies at these problems. You don't have you don't have the restraints that modern society has that says, like, oh, people should only work this amount, and also they need to, not have their entire lives dedicated to the fucking nightmare of building. It was essentially slavery. It was essentially a society of all slavery, where everyone is the slave of whoever runs the society. But we don't have that anymore. And that's why we don't build fucking megastructures, It just doesn't happen. Because we don't murder people for not working on our megastructures. That's why we don't have megastructures, Linda. You think I can scrape together $2 billion because I want to build a megastructure? No. I'm not going to be able to build a megastructure until I'm the most popular content creator on the planet and my fans build the megastructure that I demand from them under pain of death, while my other fans bring them food also under pain of death. That's just how society was back in the day.
Their means, their agendas, completely separate from the evolving track of Homo sapiens.
Yes. Why?
Not to say that these structures don't also generate tremendous amounts of energy of some sort. I'm just saying that, it's easier to build a megastructure when you're a dictator.
Linda, is it so impossible and so improbable and so inconceivable that we were colonized here?
Sorry,
for the
right
exact
at
same reasons
you're
that we are
beefy
currently
enough.
discussing
You're
colonizing
gonna
another
be
planet Mars.
carrying
For
those
some
fucking
reason, for a very
basalt
long time,
slabs
the power grid
around.
structure of this planet, which in and
Sorry.
of itself might not be entirely human, seems to have had a self-interest in keeping the general evolving human population from knowing the truth. That is where we are in 2012. Policies of denial are still in place from World War II, and until those policies
Damn
of denial
these
are officially
muscles.
lifted, scenes, as your father described, 2 hours east of Unalakleet, Alaska, in the mid-1970s, will keep occurring on this planet while people are still told we are alone in the universe.
Shouldn't have gotten
You couldn't be
fit.
more correct, and that's why I came forward. So sooner or later, the tide will turn because the volume of documented evidence that folks like you have gone out on a limb and fought to bring to the public's attention will turn the
Sooner
tide.
or later, the tide
If
might
any of
turn.
you out there around the
Oh,
world
Linda.
have firm,
Oh, Linda,
definite
you're
knowledge
so fast.
from firsthand, maybe work or from somebody that you know
You
for sure
blink
has
so
firsthand
much,
knowledge about the
Linda.
latitude and longitude of the big dark pyramid deep underground in Alaska, I sure would like to, make some kind of a confidential arrangement to get that latitude and longitude. It could come through FedEx, and that would be a fast and easy and firm way. And the whole
Linda is fucking out here asking for fucking docks on the Dark
would be,
Pyramid.
if I could get a firm latitude and longitude, the money that it would take to possibly do further investigations of a scientific nature wouldn't be wasted on a hunt. That's why I've always put out this request. If anybody has a latitude and longitude, and they definitely know that that dark pyramid is underneath that latitude and longitude, if you can get it to me, I will always, always respect.
Hey, it's your girl, Linda Moulton Howe. We're back at it again with a sponsorship from the
And
USPS.
keep confidential any request for anonymity.